So we have an announcement here. There's a Sonic spin-off movie coming out in 2028, and this is coming along with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live action film, which I believe they say is now going to be handled by one of the producers of the Sonic movies. So right here from Variety, yeah, I know. A new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Sonic the Hedgehog movies are coming to theaters in 2028. Paramount has added an untitled Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film for November 17th, 2028, and an untitled Sonic Universe event film on December 22nd, 2028. The studio also plans to bring Top Gun back to the big screen on May 13th next year. Oh! Now, is this just OG Top Gun, right? Paramount is keeping details for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Sonic under wraps. All this is confirmed as producer Neil Mortis, best known as the brains behind the Sonic trilogy, is behind the new Ninja Turtles one. Yeah. Okay. The upcoming Sonic entry based on the Sega video game franchise is separate from Sonic the Hedgehog 4, which, Sonic has been a valuable property, with the first three installments collectively surpassing $1 billion. So, the big thing that is said is that this is called the Sonic Universe event film. And it's a Sonic spin-off movie. I'm pretty sure that this is not Sonic 5, especially if it comes a year after Sonic 4, which is in March 2027. That's not a strong turnaround. They can't make a movie that quick. So, especially a Sonic one, if it's super CGI, yeah, there's no way that this is Sonic 5. This is probably Sonic spin-off. Maybe it is Sonic 5. Maybe they made 4 and 5 at the same time. Who knows? But, yeah, most likely this is a spin-off movie. Which one is it? I think our mind immediately went to Shadow. This is probably the Shadow the Hedgehog movie that they've been talking about. Some people, it could be Knuckles. Maybe Knuckles gets a spin-off movie, but given how bad his show was, I really wouldn't want a Knuckles spin-off movie. Maybe if it's a spin-off movie, though, we can have more Knuckles in the Knuckles show. That'd be great. Yeah, I think maybe this is most likely the Shadow the Hedgehog movie that they said they want to do. So that's probably what this is. This is probably the Shadow movie taking place after where Sonic 3 left him alive. What would they do in this movie? I would very much like an adaptation of Shadow 05, to be honest with you. We do an adaptation of Shadow 05 with the Black Arms coming on to Earth, and Shadow's got to protect the world. I think that's probably what we're doing. I don't think it'll be anyone like Silver, because Silver they got to introduce in like the main movies first. Chaotix, I would bet Chaotix show up in like, if we get a season 2 of the Knuckles show, that's probably where they'd show up. They were meant to show up in season 1 and they cut them because they're like, that's way too much in the first season. So I doubt it's anything to do with Chaotix. Rouge, if Rouge shows up, my pitch was, I think I said like Rouge should show up in the Knuckles show, right? Like, she steals the Chaos Emeralds, and Knuckles teams up with the Chaotix to go and get them back from Rouge, right? Who's just, selling it to a buyer, right? Yeah, this is probably the Shadow movie. Sonic Universe event film is weird wording. If they just a Sonic Universe film, I can understand. That event film is what's getting me here. I might just be overthinking this. But we have another Sonic movie coming out December 22nd, 2028. So we know that we're going to get 2 Sonic movies, or 2 movies in the Sonic universe, the live action stuff, in a row. Nothing's set for next year. For the 35th anniversary, it doesn't seem like they're going to do anything. But then the year after will be Sonic 4. And then we have quite possibly the Shadow the Hedgehog movie coming out in 2028. I'm looking forward to it. I love all 3 of the live action Sonic movies. I think they're all good. I think they just got progressively better as we went on. I didn't like the Knuckles show. Thought it sucked, really. But I mean, like, from the way the movies are handled, at the very least, I have some sort of confidence. I'm a Sonic guy, so I'm going to try and be excited for everything Sonic, and there's so much modern Hollywood slop out there that I couldn't give less of a crap about. That, I mean, something like this is just, I need to be happy about something, right? And even though this movie is still 3 years away, and we're probably not going to figure out what the hell this is for a good long while. It's fun to just say, like, hey, it's newsworthy, new Sonic live-action movie coming out in 2028. What is it going to be? That will be the big speculation. It is probably the Shadow movie, if I had to make a bet. I'm not a gambling person, but if I had to bet, this is the Shadow movie. And I'm all for it. I really liked how Shadow was portrayed in Sonic 3. Will he show up in Sonic 4? I don't see the need for Shadow to show up in Sonic 4. Sonic 4 should primarily be the Sonic Amy movie, really, I think. And I think Shadow can get his cool spin-off movie. Because if any character that they've introduced in these movies so far deserves a spin-off movie, it's Shadow, right? He's too cool. He'll get his own movie. So there we go. That's all I wanted to say. What do you think this is in the comments down below? Let me know. Do you think this is the Shadow movie? Do you think this is something else? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys all next time.